is John Mitchell. He's just drawn peg 38.
John, how did Alan greet you prior to me filming him?
Can I have 20 quid, please?
Exactly.
Not good morning.
We don't miss about these lads.
Just wanted your money, didn't it?
Yeah, it's always interesting.
So this is the real Alan Norris.
Yeah.
And I'm filming it now.
Peg 38 over there. Yeah. Good morning.
Give me an incredibly good peg, please.
Well, you're going to draw your own peg, but first of all, I want 20 sheets.
Oh, yeah, there wants to be for me money.
That's what everybody keeps saying this morning. 20 quid. Right. Alright, he's going to pull a peg out. Let's see.
There we go.
73.
3.
No idea, Steve.
Oh, thank you.
Can't smile, you're on too. 32.
32, lovely peg, just down here.
Down here.
On this arm here. 32.
Here?
Yeah.
Off the parking car park and barrow.
No, you go like all the way around, park at the top where them black bollards are, yeah? And then you just walk down to 32.
Great.
What do you want, go? Are you a pole dancer?
Am I what?
Are you dancing on a pole?
He's always been a pole dancer.
Pole dancer.
Can't you tell with that finger?
Oh, yes.
So 73 is over that side, you've got to go up there, look, this side.
Oh, do I do it that way?
That way, that's perfect, yeah.
I can unload my stuff and then put my van in car.
That's perfect, of course you can.
48.
So you don't want me over there.
Are you going to wiggle your bums for you this morning?
Good morning, fish people. I'm Alan Norris from FishOn TV. It is Tuesday, the 28th of September. And boy, it's chilly this morning, 10 degrees. You are joining me at the fantastic Hayfield Lakes, and it is with two clubs joined together again for our memorial match. The Old Tavern, we fish their memorial match. They've joined us here at Hayfield Lakes, and there are 31 of us fishing for the memorial match, and it's in remembrance of Martin and Sarah that fish with us for a few years. So Nolly's done us a great deal on the pegging fee, so she's helped contribute towards the charity. It's going to one of our local charities, the Prince of Wales Hospice, and we have raised £278. So thank you very much, Nolly, and thank you everybody that's involved with fishing today for such a great cause. Right, we've got the whole of Adams, so we've got Little Adams and Big Adams, with there being so many anglers. It's a cold day, bit of a breeze, not sure how it's going to fish. It has been fishing okay, but the temperature hasn't half dropped. It's dropped about 10 degrees nearly. I think the height it's going to get to is about 14 degrees. There's a fresh breeze and there is some rain due. Now you were probably all thinking, what do you want to know all that for? It does affect the fishing. Somebody says, oh, you make some excuses. They are not excuses, they are the facts. But at this time of year, you just never know. Once the fish start knowing that it's getting a bit colder, they tend to go for it a little bit with the snap. So there could be quite a few fish caught today. I've drawn, I did a rolling draw, I've drawn peg 39. I got one of the other club members to draw my peg for me, and he's drawn me peg 39. It's in the corner. It's not the best area. I've got a little bit of room. I've got John Mitchell, my mate, to my left. I'm not sure how it's going to perform, I'll be honest with you. If it had been a little bit further up, maybe where John is, 37, 36, that area, I would have been a little bit happier. But I'm not sure about that corner. But there's one thing with having a bit of room, it is a margin peg, and it's an end peg. And the wind's blowing in to me, so if it starts raining, that's not going to be comfortable. But hey, you get your peg and you can only do your best. So they're all getting ready. I've just organised everybody turning up, taking the money, doing the prize money, all those didgeridoo things. I best get to my peg, get ready, and let's see if we can catch a few fish. Right, over and out. See you in a jiffy. Right then folks, we're an hour in. A little bit late getting ready, about 15 minutes late. Very busy day today. I went out, I just thought I'd do a little bit of slapping first at 14 metres, just to see if there was anything without any feed. then I've had a go on the waggler. There's been 2 caught on waggler that I've seen. Johnny's lost one at side. I've got Johnny Mitchell, a mate of mine from pub, who's joined us today. Got Franny next to him, and then Mick Ward, he's just had one on the waggler as well. But there's not a lot of fish being caught. I've not had a bite yet, I've not had any indication whatsoever. We've got Chaz and we've got Dave Eccles at Wright and Barry, Nigel Booth. I can't see who else is further down there. I think we've got Soz, second to end peg, and Jimmy on the end peg. I've got all this corner to my right to myself, but it's not usually a favoured area. It's usually from about Johnny and the next 3 or 4 pegs. Just had a slight liner there, so I've gone on the bomb, started feeding slightly heavyweight pellets to try and send them down, but even though there's been fish topping in front of me, I've not had a sign on the waggler. Started off at sort of 3 foot, ended up at about 4.5, maybe a bit more, just so the pellet goes well in front of the waggler as you feather it down, and not a sign. I've not seen any of the guys to my right catch anything. I've also got a 13 metre line to my right, which I'm going to fish soft pellet. I'm feeding ground bait micros, and I'm going to fish soft pellet there. And I've got top 2 and 3 in about 6.5 foot of water, maybe 7, just in front of me. I'm going to tap pellets in. Put micros in there and pellets. Just see how that goes. Just getting a few little indications. I noticed until this wind got up, there were a few bubbles coming up, maybe bream, I don't know, there were a few bubbles. So that's why I've gone on the deck. Got 8mm pellets, 8mm fishery pellets. Another slight indication. Again, I think they're not bites. If they're a bite, the way I've got it set up, about a 12-inch hook length, tight onto the lead, slight bend in the tip. Hopefully that should just go around if you get an indication. I've had nothing just yet. I can always shorten the hook length if I want to try and create that sort of bolt effect. But that's pretty much what I'm doing now. Nothing just yet. It is quite deep out there. Usually when it's deep like this, I prefer a slightly longer hook length. This time of year though, can be still quite aggressive, so I've just gone for the 12-inch hook length to start with. I've got a method set up which I can put over the top if I think they are sort of F1s and skimmers that's giving this indication. I'm going to fire a few pellets towards the willow tree over there, and I've got a margin on the next peg. It's a nice, very hard bottom margin on my right hand side, which I can either have soft pellets, bunch of maggots, corn. I can even swap to a banded 8mm pellet if I want down there. But it's not looking great. I've got wind in my face. This time of year, not too bothered, even though it has been a bit fresh this morning, 10 degrees, that's the coldest I've seen it. But there's just nothing happening. I wasn't overjoyed I'd drawn this one. I have seen 1 or 2 fish caught on this peg before, but not that many. I know the record was broken where I think where Jimmy or Soz is in that area. Mr. Incredible, he's over to the left, wind behind, he's in his t-shirt, he'll probably be sweating. Who else is over there? I can't really tell, I'm not sure, because there's a few from other club. I get a bit confused who's who. But I've noticed the guy down there, it looks like he's catching bream on top 2 and 2 or top 2 and 3, so that might be a line to have a look at actually. He's catching on pole, hell of a lot calmer down there where he is though than it is here. So I'm going to give it a couple more casts on this. I'm having like 4-minute casts on this, firing quite a few pellets out. Not an indication yet, so yeah, he's catching skimmers, that guy, so he'll be fishing maggot or something like that. I have got a few maggots which I can use. I've not got them on my tray just yet. I'm hoping it might still be a pellet day. Right, that's your... with me being late, I've not been able to show you what my full bait tray is, but it's just ground bait, micros, 8mm pellets at the minute. I've got maggots if I want to go into maggots, and soft pellets for the hook bait as well. Well, that's pretty much it. Not a lot happening, folks. It's 30... oh, there we go. Positive bite there. Right on 4 minutes. Don't think it's a massive one, but it's okay. Nice timing, I was just about to turn you off. Going over into Johnny's peg. Got a feeling it's a small carp or an F1 maybe, but I could be wrong. We're never always right. Got the clutch set quite light in case it really wants to go. So, quick talk to you on my first bite. It's off. But Franny's had one about £10, I think it was. And he's into another one, is Franny, I think, the look of it. Ooh. That's why I've got my clutch set light. He's really going, isn't he? And I don't think it's that big. I just think it's not very happy to be hooked. Nice positive bite, that was straight round. Could be a bit bigger than I thought. Oh, he's foul up to us, Franny. It's a foul hooker. God, man, can you believe that? I really don't think it's that big. I could be completely wrong, but... yeah, what a great turnout it is today. Credit to all the lads and the Tavern making an effort to turn up for a great cause. So well done, boys. Really appreciate it. There we go. I didn't think it was that big. Fanny's wanting to know if I've got camera on. Of course I've got the camera on. There we go, folks. I would say is about maybe 4.5, 5 pounder. Oh, that's a decent start, isn't it? Well, it's not a decent start because I'm an hour and 15, 20 minutes in. So there we go, folks. Let's get back in. Let's do the same thing. Give you updates as we go along. Right then, folks. Bumped off one earlier. I've just changed. It bumped off on the bite actually. I've just changed the lead slightly heavier, so I've got more of a bend in my rod to create more of a bolt rig. And 2 minutes in, it's gone round really positive. 2 lots of pellets, 8mm pellet on. Feels like a better fish. Franny's catching one or two, waggling. What I've noticed is he's letting the pellet hang. Pretty much like we're doing winter here. I really want it to go. This does feel like a better fish. just primed my short line up. Oh, slow down, fish. It's not. Oh, God damn it! Nobody likes to see that. What's happened there? I thought something felt weird. That's broke on a loop. That is very unusual. It's a shame. Anyway, let's get set up again. Right, typically when you lose one, I've not had another bite on bomb. So I've gone on the method. I've tried the method over at the same line, nothing. And it's fishing quite hard. I've been firing pellets towards that willow tree. I had a great liner to start with, and this is the third cast to it, and having like three 3-minute casts. And it's just gone round. I don't think it's the biggest one. I've got the new Preston Juro Banjo feeder on, and Ringer's chocolate orange wafter, and it's just gone round. So let's hope we can keep this one on. I think it's the biggest, but it's quite lively. Franny's had 3 or 4. I think Mick Ward's had a couple at Wadler. Just wasn't quite ready. It's a little common. This wind is really getting up now. You can be used to all this wind, wouldn't you, after a day out with Dave Wood? Another challenge lost. I've kept feeding the short line. I'm going to refeed that again. Hoping for a few skimmers off that. See if we can top the weight up, because it is fishing quite hard. Come on, Mr. Fish, show your face again. Won't come off the bottom now. Yeah, we've got him. He's got the camera. He's about 4 poundish. Okay. I know you're not very happy. There we go, folks. 4 poundish. There's the one in the net. So I've got to give that another go down there, haven't I? Right, there you go, folks. Little update. Let's get back in. Basically sitting, waiting, pretty much like we're doing interviews today. It's really nice to spend. He's not today, so I wasn't expecting this. Elastic bike gear, small lock. Wasn't expecting this. It's been blowing an absolute rule. It's just calmed down a little bit now. It's been blowing an absolute rule. Surprised. fish. Damn it. That's two I've lost. Anyway, never mind. Right, Fanny's been catching on the wag like I said earlier. I lost that carp. I went on my long line, it's too windy. You can't hold it on my long line, so I'm probably going to change the hook length on this short line and put hard pellet short. I've been firing pellets out whilst I've been fishing. Oh, crikey. A bit angry, aren't they? That has just gone an absolute mile. Just cannot stop it. It's really going. Oh. God, Bennett, it's going by me. It might be foul up to this. That way that's going. Really taking some lines, trying to go into edges in corner under Willer. That has travelled. That must have travelled 40 yards. That. Look at this, it's happened again. My goodness me. I fired two lots of pellets out, cast it out just so tiny up, it went straight round. But I think Franny's probably winning out of everybody that I've seen so far. There's not a lot of fish being caught. And he keeps changing his depth, which is a good thing, which is the right thing to do. I've seen him at sort of 5 foot, then 3 foot. A lot of people stick to the same depth, but you know, he's doing pretty good on Waggler, this Franny. He likes fishing it. And I don't think this fish is that big, but it's absolutely going by me, so that's why I'm thinking it might be foul hooked. It has been tough. John's had a carp and a bream. Nice skimmer, or bream as you want to call it. Mr. Incredible's twiddling his thumbs, look of it. Crikey, it's just out at this stage. I'm not why that loop snapped earlier, I have no idea. But I've caught it on something, it's unusual that. Look at it, it's just going crackers this. It's got to be foul up, damn it. Just got to be going like that. But it feels alright at times, like it feels alright now. Not sure if it's a big one, it's just going crackers. I think he's had some Red Bull. We'll soon find out if it is a big one or not. I don't think it is. It's gonna go again. I just knew it was. You can just tell. No, it's not even that big. Can't tell whether it will foul up to or not. No, it's just not happy. I think it is foul hooked. There we got him. Why was he going so mad? Let's have a look. Ah, it is, it's in the fin. A decent size. He's got to be £8. There you go, look. £7 or £8. My goodness me. He went balmy. We got him in though. Right, there's 2 hours to go. I've just fed me margin. I'm back out on pole. Back out on bomb still. I'm going to have a little go with Waggler. I'm going to suspend it and leave it out there a little bit. That's how Franny's catching. He says he's had some small carp, but I know he's had one about £10 as well. He reckons he's got 6 or 7. So he's got to have at least 25, 28 pound, I reckon. I've got 16. And there's something to show up in margins in the last hour. Whenever I go out there, I could do with 2 or 3 decent carp now. I keep getting like there's fish out there. I keep getting 1 or 2 liners, but they're just not quite having it right at all today. There's 1 or 2 fish being caught, a few skimmers and what have you. Just changed that up length. I've just thrown some pellets in on that short line. I'll have a quick look down there. But I'm going to have sort of 15 or 20 minutes now on Waggler. There's fish mulling about, so let's have a look there. I'm not sure who's catching it. It's starting to rain. It's produced some rain. It's been awkward with this wind. It hasn't been blowing a hoolie. Them that's got it behind them, it's flat calm over there. I know it looks calm here now, but it's not like this all the time. It's tricky to say the least, and getting all your pellets in the same spot. 1 minute they say stay straight, and next minute they just blow viciously to the right. As you can see now, it's just blowing now. It's swirling everywhere. It's sort of going that way a little bit now, which might help the Waggler a little bit. So just got to keep trying a few things, see if we can get one or two more fish in the net. But it's not looking great. So quick change in temperature, plenty of anglers on. It's made it difficult. I've no idea how they're getting on the other part of the lake behind me. That can perform as well. So another liner. Like I said, try holding the pole out there if possible. Wish I'd not even bothered setting it up, to be honest with you. As you can see now, it's blowing down. Very, very difficult. So that's your update. 2 hours to go. I'm needing some more fish desperately. Over and out. Right, I'll go on to the short line on our pellet. I thought this was a skimmer then. Hooked into a carp, come flying out at water and up pulled out. You don't like to get flying skimmers. That was a flying carp. Looked about 4 or 5 pound as well. I've heard that Tony Glue's got 10. My old mate Jeff's just had a right lump, about 12 pound. And I think this is another carp. Franny's had another one, so miles behind at the minute. Let's just hope. Not a big car. Let's just hope we can get a few on this line and a few on margin. I thought it was a big skimmer at first when I hooked into it. Decent scrap up now. I might have to stand up to get this one, ladies and gents. Just because of how deep it is. It's still not coming in. I tell you what, these little ones are to putting a scrap up today. Oh, grief. Let's see if we can get in this time. We've got him. There we go. There we go, folks. Only a baby one. About £3-ish, £3.5, but it's the right scrap. Fair play to your old lad, fair play. It's just gone under again. I missed a bite. It's gone under again. Feels alright as well. Wanting to go. Few pellets going in. And Franny's into another one. I'm gonna want bomb is Franny now. I say that peg where Franny is, I think it had £140 on Sunday. There it's going. Just coming across your line this, John. Sorry, mate. We'll get back to it in a minute. Slowly coming in. Thought he was. Now he's off again. Not seen him yet. Gotcha. There we go, folks. He's a good £6, I reckon. Right, folks, I've been in my margin. I've not had a sign of my margin. It went dead on the short line. but I kept finding pellets out, so I've just gone back out, put an 8mm pellet on, and it's gone round. But Franny's been catching quite well. I did fancy him from that peg, to be fair. I told him it were in-form peg, but he won't have it. Bless him. And there's about 20 minutes to go. And it started raining, so it could be the last bit of footage I get. Trying to get in there. Oh, it's gold. It's an orange fish. Look at that for a beauty. Look at that. An orange carp. Oh. Absolute beauty, that, isn't it? Oh. It's an absolute peach of a fish. That's it, match is over. Let's see if we can get him to behave. Will he behave for the camera? Oh, look at that, folks. It's a beauty, isn't it? Gorgeous fish. You never know what you're going to get at Hayfield Lakes. Right. It's raining now, so I'm going to protect the camera. We'll see you at the weigh-in. People, that's the end of the match. It is the day after. It was absolutely persisting it down. I've just been trying all my gear out. It's taken all morning. What a mess that was. It absolutely sailed it down, and with there being 31 of us, I just packed my pole away and my rods and then went weighing in. And Franny gave me and so did Tony Glue. So thank you very much, guys. Appreciate that. Another big thank you. We have raised £278 for charity for the Prince of Wales Hospice, and I think I mentioned it before. Contributing to that was the Old Tavern Fishing Club. They've joined us as we joined them on theirs, and also Nosh has contributed from Hayfield Lakes. Maver Dynamite Hayfield Lakes has contributed towards that to make it up to £278. So Nosh, thank you very much. We really appreciate it. You're always there to help us, and good on you. Fair play to you. So thank you very much once again. She's let us have both lakes. Well, it's actually Adams. There's Big Adams and Little Adams, and we've fished on both. We had 12 on Little Adams. Oh, 12 on Little Adams and 20 on Big Adams. Well, it was pegged for 20, but one didn't turn up. She had to get off. So 19 on Big Adams it was. Right then, my fishing. I didn't fancy the area where I was. I think I was just... I fished that area a few times. Along that bank, so to 39 to 35, I think it is. The middle is usually the best one. I think it's where Franny was. And he's done alright as Franny. He's had plenty of fish, but he's actually caught a lot of carassios. And I said he was hooking into them on the pellet wagger. He's had lots of those carassios. But he's had a good day's fishing. It's not been easy. We had a right downpouring morning. They're not excuses. Somebody says, oh, you seem to make a lot of excuses. They're not excuses. I'm trying to give you a picture of the whole my thoughts on what may happen on that particular day and what can affect it. You know, high pressure, fish are up in the water. If it's too warm, they can be very difficult, so all I want to do is bask and cruise. When there's a quick change in temperature, it can put them off totally from feeding until they get used to it. They're not excuses, these are facts and what can happen with fishing. So please don't think I'm making excuses. They're not excuses. I'm just trying to give you the whole picture of what my thoughts are and what I think. I may be wrong. I'm always open to people, always give me ideas and what they think, and I appreciate that and I take it on board. You can never stop learning at fishing because every day is a completely different day. You can go on one peg and catch shallot and absolutely hammer it, and go the day after and not have one fish shallot, and that's what can happen. Things affect what happens. Don't get me wrong, it can also be the quality of the angler, how he presents it, how his bait's put together. Lots of little things can affect the way you fish. Right, when I got to my peg, it was the end peg. To the right, there was quite a bit of room to my right. I do know from fishing opens that even though it looks so inviting where the willow tree is, I've not heard of a lot of people saying get down there with the bomb, fire pellets over there, get down there with a method feeder. I had one or two fish from there, but nothing ever really materialised, and I've never heard of anybody sort of saying that's where you need to be. But I use it as an option to see if there any fish would turn up, and I did have one or two. My main attack was going to be probably pellet waggler and pellet, because you can still catch them up in the water. Method feeder I had. I set quite a bit of gear up. I also thought I had top 2 and 3. It was just on the slope. It was at about 7 foot. It was a nice solid bottom there. Very strange because as I got fish in there, I kept actually catching a snag. I don't know if there's a bit of weed sticking up or wherever it is, but nothing materialised early doors there. Before I actually did anything, I thought I'll have a quick go slapping at 14 metres. Never had a bite. Sometimes when you go out there and just slap a few pellets without any feed, you can get one or two. It was very, very windy. It started to get up. It made it almost impossible. I didn't like trying to slap it once that wind got up, so I gave it up as a bad job. I also had a 13 metre line, which I was just going to fish hard pellets. That became impossible. I could hardly hold my pole, so I gave that one up as a bad job. I switched my short line, which I was tending to go for skimmers with soft pellet. It became apparent they didn't really want soft pellet. It was very, very strange. And actually, as I was weighing in, a few people said they didn't seem to want soft pellet today. It was a 6mm or an 8mm hard pellet day today, apart from one guy, which we'll get onto pretty soon. I had a few short. I had a couple of carp. I had a couple of skimmers short, but nothing really shout about. Once I'd had one, I'd lost one. That it just seemed to die once I'd lost one. I had a few on the bomb. I kept feeding the bomb line whilst I was fishing elsewhere. Left-handed catapulting. Kept going on to it. Tried the method out there. There wasn't a lot of fish being very hungry at all where I was, and John to my left, he's struggled a little bit. He's done pretty much what I've done. We've both struggled there a little bit. Like I say, Franny was probably catching, from what I could see, was catching the most on the pellet waggler. Never had a bite on pellet waggler, me, not one, and neither did John. So the main way I've caught fish was 8mm pellet and bomb and 6mm pellet short. And I think if I had to fish it again going into, say, let's say we're fishing an open next week, I'd definitely go short on 6mm hard pellet. It'd be long for the bomb and pellet waggler and method feeder. Margins, just can't seem to get fish going there at margins. But I still think if you're on an end peg, you cannot rule it out. So it's always worth trying it. Not many people's caught in the margins at all. At all. So let's get on to the results, hey? We had 4 sections of 8. Your first section winner is Bob Huntington. He's coming with, I forgot to write his weight down. What did Bob have? He had 50 odd pound, did Bob. Where are you, Bob? Where are you? He was on peg 8. So peg 6. He's had £52.88 for his section win. So well done, Bob. What a mighty fisherman you are. Your second section winner is Franny. He's picked me for the section with £54. I ended up having £40.66. I've lost 5 fish. Yeah, well. So well done, Franny. Plenty of Carassios there, £54 down. What a mighty fisherman you are. Your third section winner with £29.58 on peg 48 was Barry Pickersgill. So well done, Barry. What a mighty fisherman you are. And your fourth section winner with £56.12. He has caught in his margins near on peg 81 near the bridge. I do know that can be quite good there. For the margins, he's lost quite a few, he says. Very difficult to get them out. And then his skimmers turned up eventually, and he's ended up topping his weight up to £56.12. So Simon Hudson, well done. What a mighty fisherman you are. Your top 3. Franny Williamson on peg 33, again near the bridge. He's had some right lumps there. 6mm pellet he's been catching on. £66.34. So well done, Franny. What a mighty fisherman you are. Well done, son. In second place, he had 12 fish in the first couple of hours on bomb and 8mm pellet. Tony Glue, the guy that helps me weigh in, you've seen him numerous times on camera. He's come in with £70.12. He's lost half a dozen fish as well. It's cost him. But what a mighty fisherman you are, Tony. Well done, mate. That's a good effort on there. And from peg 23, it's not a favoured area whatsoever down there, but there was only 2 on that bank, which does help. And the wind was blowing towards him as well. He's had nothing for the first hour and a half, 2 hours, and then he's gone on paste on top 2 and 2, just on the ledge, pretty much sort of area where I was fishing. And paste, he's not had a great season with paste this year at all, but he's hooked into some proper lumps. My old mate Jeff, and it couldn't have gone to a better fella. I'm so chuffed because he was getting a bit down with his fishing. He's come first with £75.58 and caught, like I say, after a couple of hours with hardly any fish. Oh no, sorry, I tell a lie, caught on bomb and double corn first cast, and then I think he's had an hour or so later, and then he's really topped his weight up on the pace. That's what he's told me, so I do apologise, Jeff. So well done, Jeff Vors. You are this year's, our Memorial Matches mightiest fisherman. What a great effort. I was so chuffed for him. Well done, because he was getting a bit down with himself. The pace has not really been working this year for him, but it certainly did yesterday. So well done, Jeff Vors. What a mighty fisherman you are. It was a great day. All the guys together again. We've had a fantastic time. I think I come about 8th, I think, something like that. I needed a few more fish to get a section win, but I did my best. That's all you can do. Very enjoyable, apart from when it started raining, and that wind was certainly a test. Pellets everywhere. So I hope you've enjoyed our Memorial Match get together at Hayfield Lakes. I think we will be doing that at Hayfield Lakes again next year. They have looked after us fantastically, so really appreciate it. So I am on the golden rod, the first golden rod qualifier at Hayfield Lakes, as long as I can get some diesel, because everybody's panic buying. Goddamn media making everybody panic buy. Idiots they are. So if I've got the fuel, I will be down at Hayfield Lakes for the first round of the golden rod. Really looking forward to that. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I've enjoyed yesterday's fishing. So until Saturday, folks, take care, and don't forget, fish on, guys.